Welcome to World War II Chronicles, a weekly tribute to America's fighting men and women in commemoration of the Second World War. These programs are narrated by Ed Herlihy and are based on the news broadcasts of the war period from the recorded sound collection of the National Archives in Washington, D.C.
The home front was awash in money in the fall of 1943. Inflation was again threatening the war effort as excess wages continued to outpace the acute shortage of consumer goods. On September the 8th, the Third War Loan Drive was launched to help sop up some of those excess wages, as well as pay the enormous costs of war.
The overwhelming success of the Second War Loan Drive last April showed that the people of this democracy stood firm behind their troops.
Here is General Dwight D. Eisenhower, Commander-in-Chief of the Allied Forces.
First, let me say that it would be difficult to exaggerate the influence of our successful war loan drives on the men and women under my command.
To help sell war bonds, Secretary of the Treasury Henry Morgenthau convinced many advertisers to donate space and radio time worth $400 million to war bond drives.
This is CBS War Bond Day, coast to coast. Your local CBS station will take your pledge right now and provide you with any kind of bond you care to order.
Throughout the war, the Treasury Department also sponsored a series of mammoth bond rallies which featured radio and film stars.
Motion picture stars arrive in Washington to aid in the nation's campaign to sell war bonds. Riding in Army cars, the celebrities parade through the streets of the Capitol.
The champion seller of bonds was singer Kate Smith. In one 16-hour marathon on network radio, she sold nearly $40 million worth of bonds to listeners who called in with their pledges.
Of course, you know the Third War Loan Drive is on. Now, wait a minute. We're not going to try to sell you any war bonds tonight. We're going to thank you for the ones you bought last Tuesday when KIRO and CBS had their big bond day. Kate Smith, you recall, appeared on 64 radio programs during that day, asking for bond pledges, and we, of course, included messages on every one of our local KIRO shows.
I'm Ed Herlihy. Join me next time for World War II Chronicles.
World War II Chronicles was produced by the American Veterans Center and Radio America in cooperation with the National Archives. To listen to more episodes, subscribe on iTunes or visit AmericanVeteransCenter.org. We need your help to keep the legacy of our World War II generation alive. Visit AmericanVeteransCenter.org to make a donation to support World War II Chronicles and the ongoing work of the American Veterans Center.